Cannock Chase Can app helped Heathways and Wimbledon Parish Council engage with our local community on all different levels. We already had an established walk over at Canal Mount, also known as Wimbledon Mound. We'd commissioned some carvings up there, and off the back of the idea, Cannock Chase Can enabled local children, the care homes with elderly residents to put forward their ideas to inspire people to get out, walk and take part in our environment. Each carving was allocated to either a care home or a school setting, and they worked together collaboratively to produce ideas, whether it's well-being, mental health, get out and walk, search and explore natural art. All the children and adults together composed their own thoughts and ideas, popped it on paper, and the Cannock Chase Can app brings it to life, so you've got instant access. Getting yourself up there, fit, healthy, accessing the app, using the QR codes and exploring our wonderful nature and environment that we've already got. The Cannock Chase Can app enabled Heathways and Wimbledon Parish Council's very small project to reach a larger audience. With just a very small amount of investment, we managed to plug into the whole of the district and bring our project to life with their marketing resources, their technology skills and their contacts with the different schools. We were enabled to put this idea in motion just for very little money and have such a successful return.
Cannock Chase Can really helped our tenants. When the children attended, it was lovely to see the intergenerational of both old and young. The tenants really found it emotional that the children were singing a song that they had written and that was about Jenny the Wren, and they absolutely loved it. It was really nice to see how the tenants could connect with the wider community. We have tenants here that have varying degrees of different difficulties, i.e. dementia. We had a cancer patient at the time that sadly passed away, but it really lifted their spirits. They danced, it was a magical time, and they absolutely loved it, and it was very emotional as well, and it was emotional for us to watch as professional people. The dancing and the music really helped them, as it can be quite lonely and isolating living in a scheme, especially after COVID, and it really boosted their morale. It was great that they had the opportunity to make a difference to others as well as themselves, and it gained them a sense of purpose. The scheme really benefits now from outside people coming in to really boost their well-being and interact, and they talk about it often, and when are we going to be able to do it again? It would be nice to have maybe a monthly session with Cannock Chase Can and any other organisations to help boost their mood and their abilities and their emotional well-being.
For me as an individual, it really helped me to, as a new starter and a start-up small business, self-employed, it enabled me to test the market to see if there's an actual demand for canoeing locally, and it's proven to be successful, and we've got a number of activities together with Cannock Chase Can, and we're promoting canoeing activities going forward for everybody to use. So canoeing on the canals, it really is a good way to look and see Rugeley and the local town from a different perspective, get to one with nature, and get out and really enjoy what is on our doorstep that we don't always necessarily take in and take on board.
Brereton Can and Cannock Chase Can have aligned together right from the start. We joined together really right at the beginning, even before COVID, coming together with the ideas. Through COVID, Brereton Can had to adapt and move to more of a COVID support group. Since then, we've had to really re-look at things, and our organisation, Brereton Million, have now adapted how we work, and we're using the Cannock Chase Can themes. So we're now putting all our projects into those titles. So projects that we do are now under those headings, so feel well, eat well, so that people can really see how any project can be under those themes to improve their health and well-being, and also to to link in the Cannock Chase Can app so that everything is aligned around the community.
We're now moving on to looking at the particular projects that we're going to move forward with. And we recognise that whilst we've got these plans, we have to be quite flexible, particularly with the advent of the war and the change in the cost of living, etc. So our projects may change slightly, but the important thing is they're all under the wellness theme. We've also recognised that we need to work closely with other community groups, particularly in this area, so we can establish a good foundation to allow these projects to take place. Because we do appreciate that we're a smallish organisation, but we need to service our residents as best we can. And working with community groups and other members of the council, for example, we can move forward, and then we can start to establish some of these projects quite quickly. We do really want to continue along the wellness theme. I think that's important, and fortunately most of our projects do align to that.
So following on from that, if we could then have more towns and villages coming together and leading like Britain Can, we could then, that links Cannock Chase Can all together, because each village and town has something they can offer, and we need to deliver to our villages and towns individually. We proved that in COVID, that we can support each other, and now we need all those services more and more. So if we were all anchors for our own villages and towns, and we had Cannock Chase Can leading the way, we would have so much more to give.
We've been involved with the Cannock Chase Can initiative right from the outset. It was exciting to be part of planning it and thinking through how it could work. We took our whole church through a wellbeing course from a Christian perspective so that we could actually get our people to engage with the concept, so that then as we're going through the testing phases, people were submitting ideas for challenges. For us as a church, we're all about blessing the town in every way we can and showing God's love practically. So it was a really good thing for us to think through how can we use the resources in the town to engage people, to help them with their health and well-being, which led to us coming up with creative ideas and then submitting them to the app. It's then been great for us to be featured on the app, because it means that we're exposed to more people, we're able to help more people, and then it's also led to more really productive partnerships, especially with Inspiring Healthy Lifestyles, where we've been able to develop a weekly gentle exercise class for over 50s, which is attended by 20 to 30 people every week, and also offers amazing social time as well afterwards, which is contributing to people's health and well-being in such a broad way. There's a weekly art workshop, basketball for teenagers, and it's meant that we've been able to really develop our offering and work on more sustainable partnerships as we kind of come out of the worst of the pandemic, but deal with a lot of the legacy of it. So for us, Cannock Chase Can has been a really helpful thing to reach out to more people and help them, which is really the reason we're here. Going forward, because our heart is to help people, we're very conscious there is a massive problem with mental health coming out of the pandemic. We really want to be able to come alongside people, so to develop new initiatives, ways that we can really welcome people in, or we can partner with people out and around the town to help with their general well-being. We've also hopefully got a new community garden coming up as part of the development of our car park. So with that, we hope to be able to partner with Voyage daycare services, where we have disabled adults who will be able to really benefit from the garden, as well as people struggling with their mental health, or helping people to understand nutrition and do the kind of fork to fork model, which would really benefit food bank as well. Everything that Cannock Chase Can is about is what we stand for, what we're here for all the time. So we're here to help people, empower them so that they can sustain a more healthy lifestyle, so they can look out for each other, So we're trying to partner with as many local organisations as we can to put on initiatives that can do just that.
I'm from West Chad's Family Centre, based in the corner of West Chad's, and we provide a service for families, parents and children together, who can come along and learn how to offer their children the best start, learn things for themselves, learn what is good to provide for the families, and they can also develop their own skills and abilities alongside their children. We were very pleased to be part of the Cannock Chase Can project, and especially pleased to have provided a project that went to the Cannock Chase Can app. We have a group of mums who call themselves the Manic Mums, and they have suffered quite a lot over the years, but they come together as a group and support each other, and they were very pleased to put together physical and well-being activity that was filmed to go onto the app, and they planned it, worked on it and filmed it all so it could go to the app, and it was all their own ideas. They got so much from it, and then they were really excited that it was going to go on the app and that they would be helping other people across Cannock Chase to become healthier, have better well-being, and it's going to spread far and wide. We would love to be able to take this further. As a centre, our ethos is to welcome everybody and to provide as much development and support as we can, which all feeds into the area offer across Cannock Chase. And if we could run similar projects as we've done recently that would spread out to the whole of the district, that would be wonderful, and it would also spread the message of what we actually do here in our little centre. So we hope this can be something that happens in